Hello, friends. It is Tuesday. We know that is our training day. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. We have a fantastic week ahead of us. We are in the middle, well, not the middle, but like towards the beginning of the brick by brick incentive. So I've got a couple different images in the group that you can either print out, or if you're digital like me, I just saved it to my iPad and that way I can just color it in there. But you can print it out and help you stay organized on how to earn this incentive. Because here's the thing, you guys, it is super easy for us to be able to do this. So the way that they've broken it out is by focusing on products that are in the catalog. So here's the reasoning behind that, right? You guys, even those of you who are newer, you know that we have a lot of LTOs or limited time offers. Those are the things that come out that are with our licensed products 9 times out of 10. So any of our Disney stuff, Star Wars, Marvel, Warner Brothers, Harry Potter, you know, all those LTO things, right? Those are great things for helping us to boost our businesses, but we want to make sure that we are really focusing in on the catalog, and that's what Scentsy is really trying to do with this incentive, right? This catalog, you guys, has so many great things, and I think a lot of us, we get excited and we get all ready to go when it comes to an LTO release. I mean, there's a lot to be excited about. For one, right? It's usually fantastic. It's amazing. Can't wait for that. It's so cute. We've got the Ariel one that's coming up, and oh my gosh, she just looks adorable, right? But here's the thing. We have a catalog full of products that are just as amazing, okay? Just as amazing as what we get. Now, this is where, being a business owner, you have to put that hat on, because if we are sticking more to the book rather than the extras, like the LTOs, we are more likely to have success and repeated success, right? So with the LTOs, usually we are talking about a licensed product. Now, that doesn't mean everything is, right? Right now we've got the Chasing Rainbows collection that is going to drop on Monday, right? That's another LTO. That's a limited time offer. Not licensed, but just an example of an LTO, right? So we want to promote those things. However, here's the thing, right? Unless a customer adds one of those scents, or if when the Little Mermaid stuff comes out and the scent is Kiss the Girl, which I don't remember if they actually told us that was a scent or not. I'm just assuming that is the scent that's going to be returning with that collection. If they love it, they can add it to a Scentsy Club, right? And they can get that forever. But they can't come back and get Ariel or the Sebastian Buddy Clip or the entire Chase Rainbow Wax Collection bundle, right? They can get those scents in a Scentsy Club in the Always Get My Bar feature, but they can't always come back and get the products. Does that make sense? So when we are focused in our business on the things that we know we're going to have, unless, you know, they go in back order or whatever, then that is going to help us to really dial into our customers and our customer base. What do they like? Are they more into wax and warmers? Do they gravitate more towards the clean products or the laundry care? Or are they buying a lot of pods and the on the go items, right? That's what we really want to be looking at, because that's going to help us with consistency with our customers. Returning customers, repeat customers, whatever you want to call them, VIP customers, they are the best. And those are the customers that, honestly, they make our business go round. They do. And so when we have customers who are either signing up for club, or if you have a VIP group and you're active in there, then you really need to make sure that you're paying attention to those customers, okay? For example, my Scentsy Club subscribers, every month that their Scentsy Club runs, I send them out what I call my swag bag. And it's just a bag of samples and maybe some fun stuff depending on the season or the theme. I might throw some extra stuff in there, right? It's just a way for me to kind of spoil those customers. And it's also been a really great way for me to really organize my business when it comes into the world of the cost of shipping, okay? I think you guys have heard me talk about it by now, but in the start of 2022, I really knew that what I needed to do is I needed to really pay attention to what I was mailing out. Because here's the thing, just like all of you, and maybe can relate to this, or some of you can, is that I got really, really excited doing Happy Mail because I love doing Happy Mail. It's like one of my favorite things to do. However, by sending like a package of Happy Mail to every single customer, I'm going to go broke, right? I'm not going to actually make money in my business. And at the end of the day, I'm here to make money in my business. Do I want to take care of my customers? Of course I do. Do I want to shower them with all the cool things? Of course I do. But I have to be realistic. I have to have that business mindset going because I cannot sustain shipping packages that are $3 to $4 to every single person. It's just not sustainable. So we have to find new ways in order to really celebrate our customers and find ways that we can serve them the best. So I've kind of reserved my Happy Mail to my Scentsy Club subscribers. That doesn't mean that other mail outs are not going to happen, right? I'm still going to get scents under noses because at the end of the day, it is the scent that sells, right? It's a smell that sells. We sell things that smell good. And in order for people to understand that, to love that, to want it as much as we do, we have to get those fragrances under their noses. So there's a lot of different ways that we can do that and a lot of different ways that don't have to cost an arm and a leg to send out the door. So for example, I've got, pull these guys up. These were my mail outs for last month, right? I wanted to give a sample of Hey Tiger Lily. So I took some time and I use these little brown felts. I get them off of Amazon. They are on my Amazon business list, but I will pop that up again or whatever in the group. And these little round felts, I used 1 cube when I did the rainbow collection, which I think I've got just a couple left, just to add into some. I need to prep some of my club swag bags. So, you can see in here, so I did 1 felt sample for each of the colors. I wanted to say, I mean, they're scents, but they're colors, right? Yellow, red, blue, green, orange. So all of those. I used 1 cube out of I got 1 wax collection. Sorry, my husband was just texting and I lost my whole train of thought. I got the wax collection early because as a consultant park, we were able to do that. I took 1 cube out of each of those bars, put it in my warmer, the one sitting here at my desk. And then I just took the felt samples. I was able to do 26 round felt samples for each of those 1 cubes. So I got 26 sets. Hold on while I insert more caffeine. I got 26 sets of those scents out by just using 1 cube. and using those little round felts. That's fantastic, right? I'm able to get a whole lot of stuff out. So those, now, of course, I didn't mail all of this to every single customer. They got a postcard and they got a sticker. I got rainbow stickers off of Amazon, and then they got one felt sample. That all fit in one envelope. It actually went in one of these. These are just clear 4x6 mailers. Went in one of these, one stamp, out the door, okay? Getting the scent under the noses. That's how I was able to do that. Now for my clubbers, like I said, I did have a couple extras left over, and I added in some cotton balls with my wax tip, and I found these really cute rainbow hard candies, and so I threw those into a bag, and so those will go in my club mail outs. But here's the thing, guys. No matter what you're doing, again, you have to get the scent out. But I will tell you, and I think I kind of talked about this a little bit already, but being able to get all of my sampling and everything done in bulk, oh my gosh, let me just tell you, it changed my March. Everything was so much easier in my business. Because if you guys are anything like me, right, when somebody orders from you, places an order, and you get an email, congratulations, you have a new PWS order, right? You get all excited. Hopefully you're maybe sending a thank you text, or you are handwriting a little note and getting that off in the mail, whatever it is that you do when somebody orders right away, just to say thank you, right? Get that out. And then being able to then follow that up. And so one of those ways that I was able to follow that up was to then get them on my scent list, right? So last month, like I said, I just have a couple of these left over. This was for Hey Tiger Lily. That was the scent of the month last month. I just created a quick postcard. I put one felt sample in. Of course, there's some confetti. And then on the back, so I didn't even have to add a business card, I just put on I did a 1.5 by 1.5 square label, printed my QR codes, scan to shop. That's what everybody got. But here's the thing, you guys. If you do it in bulk, if you get everything ready in bulk at the beginning of the month, you are going to find that it is so much easier to stay on top of things, especially those thank yous or those mail outs and all of that, right? So I will tell you that this is what I did. So I knew by looking at my workstation how many Scentsy Club subscribers I was going to have for the month. So I just made up all those bags all at once. I literally made an assembly line at my desk. This is the old desk, so now I have even more room to make my assembly line. Super excited about that. But I just made an assembly line and then just made every single one. And then that way I set it to the side in a little basket. Because then what I do is I only send those when their subscriptions run, right? So when they process it. So that way, when Kim's subscription processed, all I had to do was grab one of the bags I had pre-made with all the stuff in it, right? I took a note card, wrote a little personalized thank you, right? Thank you so much for being a Scentsy Club subscriber, right? All the things. Stuck that in there, sealed it up, printed a shipping label off of Pirate Ship, and it was done and ready to go out the door. How easy was that, right? All of these years I've been wanting to get to that point, and it's been one of those things that I've kind of always put on the back burner, like, oh, I'll get to that later, or oh, I'll do that next week, or oh, whatever. And I never actually did it. So last month I really committed myself, challenged myself to do it, right? Challenge yourself to do the hard things, because you're going to see that when you do those things, they very well can make your business, or you can figure out that is not going to work for my business. I found that out quite a few times too, okay? It's never always just a success. So I did that with Scentsy Club. I did that with my, what I call just my basic mail outs, right? So that's just for basic orders. So that was really, you know, kind of these. And then I also, because we had the wax collection for Chase Rainbows, that also went out as well. But again, it went out like this, one stamp out the door. So I bundle made. So I made all those samples all together, printed them out so they were all ready. These are the samples that I have left over from the Hey Tiger Lily scent, right? Because I just did one big, like I said, I spent like one day making bulk samples, okay? Just getting things ready. So now I still have these. This is still a current scent, right? This is still something they can get. And so now as I'm sending out a thank you mail, or anything at all like that, I can just throw one or two of these little guys in there and they at least have another excuse to have a scent under their nose, right? And maybe they already got the Hey Tiger Lily, that's fine. Maybe it will remind them, oh my gosh, yeah, I did like that one. Oh, I need to order that next, right? Or maybe they weren't on that list last month. Maybe they didn't order from me, so they didn't get this scent. Now they did order, now they're gonna get this scent. So the whole point is make up what you need, and then that way, when the time comes to get it sent out, you're already ahead of the game, right? You don't have to stop everything you were doing because, friends, that's what I was doing, honestly. I mean, I work this business full time, but let me tell you, I work so much better. I thrive when I have structure. One of the ways that I do that is I time block my day. You do not have to do that. I simply do that to keep myself structured and on task, right? Holding myself accountable is huge for me because, again, this is what pays the roof over the head for my family, right? Pays a lot of our bills. Hashtag income disclosure. I know I'm talking about money, right? But that's important to me. And so in order to keep my business growing and moving and continuously having customers purchase from me every single month, those repeat loyal customers, I have to be ready to go. So yes, there have been many, 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 many times in my 10 Scentsy years where I have gotten so behind on sending anything in the mail, it is not even funny. Like I'm talking like 3, 4, 5, 6 months since I had sent anything out. Because I wasn't prepared, because I wasn't organized. Because when I would get that email, oh, congratulations, you have a new PWS order. So when that would happen, okay, let me either write their name down on my planner so I can remember to come back to that, or let me make a note on the computer, or, oh gosh, let me write that on a Post-it note and stick that up there. I need to remember, I got to get out some Happy Mail, or I got to send a thank you card for that. Okay, all right, I got to remember that. And then what happens? Maybe you've got a training the next day and you're like, oh, I want to make sure I get on that training. You get on the training and then, you know, squirrel happens, right? You're like, oh my gosh, I learned all this. Now I'm going to try this and this and this and this and this, right? Everything happens. Happened to me so many times, I can't even count, okay? Had the best intentions, but I couldn't follow through because I wasn't organized. So because I had such great success at bulking everything last month, that is the same thing that I am focused on this month, okay? So right now, I am working on team mailouts right now, so I'm working on getting those out. I'm also working on getting any of those last minute thank you mails done from that last week of March. Okay, so that is on my to-do list for this week because I still have things already prepped and ready to go. I only have a couple, maybe 1 or 2 of my, like a nice thank you bag because, again, I reserve those for my Scentsy Club customers and for my hosts. And a host can include either somebody who has hosted a party for me or who is, or someone who has spent enough to qualify for that party, right? So for me, that's 200 PRV. If I have a customer who isn't like, ooh, maybe spent $150 with me, they're going to get one of those bags. Okay. They just are. They're close enough to that $200 party mark that I'm like, okay, they now qualify. I want to make sure that I am really, again, rewarding and serving my customers who are buying from me. And it doesn't mean that I'm forgetting everybody else. Like I said, these all went out with one stamp. And so that's what I try and keep it to. So is it as much as I'd like to give them? No. But is it something to give them? Yes. Right? And again, that's how you build those relationships. That's how you help those customers come back to you. Because you guys, this little sample, yes, it's a little round, you know, just felt sample. And it's not meant to give them hours upon hours upon hours of scent and fragrance in their homes, right? No, it's for them to open up this little baggie, sniff it, which I can actually kind of sniff it through the plastic. It smells amazing. You know, sniff it, right? Get an idea and be like, oh my gosh, I bet that one is really good. I'm going to add that to my next order. You guys have to be making sure that you are getting the scent under their noses. Even if you were just handwriting a card and sending that as a thank you, include one little felt sample, okay? It's not going to add anything else. It's thin enough, it's small enough that it will still go with the one stamp. You're already sending something with one stamp anyway. Throw this in. When you deliver orders to those local people, throw a couple of these guys in. Okay, you get the point, okay? That's what we're doing, okay? So staying organized and staying up to date is really going to save you a ton of time. Like I said, I do this from home, yes, but I also am not here to spend, you know, 24/7 in my office. I have a family to take care of. I got dinner I gotta cook. I got a house I gotta vacuum. Like I gotta vacuum as soon as I'm done here, right? All the things. So prep yourself. Get yourself organized. And it doesn't even have to be, maybe you're somebody who's not into the big mailing, okay? Here's the thing, you guys. I have a basket back there. Yep, right there. Okay, and all that is just cards. They're cards. They're thank you cards. They're congratulation cards. They're just hello, just because cards, whatever. Whenever I go to Target, I stop at the dollar spot. If I find the little packets of cards with envelopes in there, I usually grab at least 2 or 3, okay? Other times, if I'm doing an Amazon order and I'll be like, oh, I'm almost out of cards, I can just get some blank, you know, thank you or hello cards off of Amazon. Add it to an order, okay? Save yourself that trouble. Because here's the thing. So even with those, I can even prep those. Now, I won't hand write a card, right? I'm going to wait until whoever it is that purchases. But what I like to do is to go through those cards, and I will take the rub and sniff stickers. I'm so used to having my desk all of my crap is all out and everywhere. So I keep looking like I'm going to reach for something. I have nothing to reach for anymore. I have a clear workspace. I'm so happy. Organization is going to make you happy. Okay. It just is. But I take those rub and sniff stickers and I go ahead and I put them in those cards. So they're just sitting there marinating in the scent. I'm getting the scent under people's noses, right? Right. Same thing I did with my confetti. Okay, I even did a reel about it and shared it on Instagram. So I have a whiff box over here. Obviously an empty whiff box from last month or the month before. I don't know. I got my confetti. I just dumped it all into the box. And then I took my room spray, which is right here. I used my Plumeria Peach because I absolutely love this scent. It is one of my favorites, and I think it's perfect for spring. So just find a fun scent that either you love or is bright. You know what I'm talking about, right? Something that people are going to gravitate towards. And so I put the confetti in the whiff box, and then I took the room spray and did a couple, 4 or 5 spritzes, mixed the confetti around a little bit, loosened it up, a couple more spritzes, loosened it up, put it back in the box, closed it, let it sit overnight, and then the next day I went to go and make up, either some cards or whatever, and then that confetti now smells. I'm getting the smell under my people's noses, even with my confetti. I know, right? Okay, so you can use room spray for that. If you get like the faux flower petals or faux flowers or anything like that, you can also use the Scentsy Fresh. It works on fabrics. Okay? all of these things, getting the scent under their noses and getting yourself organized and ready to go. So that way when you are getting orders, you're not stopping everything you're doing. You're not taking 20 minutes to find all your supplies and didn't I get something to put in my Happy Mail? Don't I have some candy around? Right? That was my life for a long time. For a long time. Like I said last month, I put intention behind it and I was like, that's it. I am prepping everything. So I prepped all of my Scentsy Club subscriber swag bags. I got all those ready to go. I prepped all of my customer mail. I prepped all of my samples. So they were already made. I already had the labels printed and on the bags and they were sitting and ready to go. I prepped some thank you. These are just little thank yous that I actually send in customer orders too. It's just a card that says thank you. And then I get like these little miniature nail files on the Amazons. That's where I get it all, y'all. Okay, on the Amazon. So I prepped those. So I have like 50 of those ready to go to put into bags. Another easy thing I did. Okay, you guys probably already saw the cotton cleanups, right? I think I shared that in here. Yes, I will share the link, Crystal, for the felt samples. You're gonna love them. Like I said, I absolutely love them. I like the ones that Scentsy gives us. Those are great, but I will say they are on the thicker side, right? So even when I put just one of those in an envelope, sometimes, it depends on your post office, but sometimes they will kick it back out and say it was non-machinable, like they couldn't run it through the machine. So that's when you have to buy like what they call like the butterfly sticker. It's like an 80-cent sticker or something like that. I don't know. It's one sticker up from a regular, not sticker, sorry. One stamp up from like a regular forever, regular postage stamp, right? So I think you guys already saw this, right? So I took a whole package of cotton cleanups because I do get them in my Scentsy Club. So that way I have them on hand. And then I took 2x2 round labels and printed, place in your dish, soak up the wax, and add new. Okay. So I did that and then I just mirrored it so it was on both sides. And so then when I printed it out, I just had to cut it in half. And then one went on one. The other half of that label, the other half of that label went on the next one. Those are ready to go. Those are ready for me to just pop into when I'm making up my club swag bags, or if I'm going to deliver something locally, right? Then that's something a little bit bigger that I can add in as a thank you, okay? Another, like I said, easy thing I did was I took some cotton balls. You'll see I got like 6 in a bag. And I think these are 3x4 bags, I think. Yeah, 3x4 bags. And I just put like 6 cotton balls in there and I just printed on cardstock. I just made this image up, printed it out on cardstock as a business card size. And it just says wax tip. When you are ready to change your wax, place a cotton ball or 2 in the dish. Within seconds, the cotton will absorb the wax. Simply remove the cotton balls and wipe clean. Add your new wax. That's all it says. That's all it says, right? But again, it's just another little package that I can throw in as a thank you to my customers, right? Get that out the door. If you're going to be printing things, for one, I hope all of you are talking about Scentsy Club as much as possible. If not, you should be. So change your whole strategy. You need to be talking about Scentsy Club every opportunity you get, because that is reoccurring PRV that you do not have to think about. And anything that mails out or leaves your house, have something about Scentsy Club in there, okay? Okay, I'm going to show you 2 real quick things. I think I got the other thing over there. So I have my rack cards for my Scentsy Club. I can get one out here. So on the front, okay, it just tells them all about Scentsy Club, a QR code so they can start their subscription. It does tell them that they'll get a swag bag from me at the bottom. And then on the back, it really goes over the perks of Scentsy Club, right? So they get 10% off if they order 30 or more. If they order 60 or more, they still get the discount and they get a half price item. Then they have the ability to add a Scentsy brick because that's exclusive to Club, right? And then I put literally from the workstation, I just copied it and put it onto my Canva, and it is just the rewards that we now have with Scentsy Club, right? Sharing those reward points and the referral points, okay? That is what this is. So I have printed it on cardstock so I can send it in regular mail. I have also printed it on just regular paper because it's lighter that way, and that will actually go in those one stamp envelopes. So everything is pre-printed, ready to go. That's the whole point. Now, if you don't have the, I'm gonna reach and grab these. It's all so far away. It's not all piled on my desk. If you don't have a big rack card or you don't have a postcard made for Scentsy Club, that's okay, friends. That's okay. I'm gonna share this because I don't think I've put it in the group yet, but I will. These are little stickers that say join the club. And yes, that is a QR code straight to a website. Now, these stickers are actually meant for like a longer sticker. I did not have that. So did I freak out and say, oh my gosh, I can't make those. I'll have to wait until I order some. No, I said, okay, what Avery stickers do I have? So the Avery stickers that I had are these are the 22806. I think these are the these are 2x2 squares. And so I just put I put 2 on each sticker, if you can kind of see that. 2 on each sticker. So all I have to do is I'm going to take my paper cutter and just cut down the middle. So it actually creates 2 stickers, right? And so now all I have to do, if you don't have a flyer or whatever, or if you're just doing the, 1 cent stamp mail out, oh my gosh, I need more caffeine. Then all I have to do is throw a sticker on the front of that bag or the envelope. You can do that too, right? Now, another fun thing, okay? I took these and I actually let them sit in my confetti box. Remember that I had sprayed with my Plumeria Peach. Guess what these stickers smell like now? Plumeria Peach. Plumeria Peach. It's another way to get scent on things that you're sending out or putting in a card or whatever, right? Oh my goodness. Again, we need to get better about getting the scent under people's noses. And the easiest way is just to keep yourself organized. So, here's my call to action for you guys. This is what I want you guys to try and focus on this week, okay? As you're working and either setting up your parties, getting those booked. Also, don't forget the 3 Amigas. We have started a Facebook group for Activate April. So I did put the link in the group. I can bump that back up, but I believe it's in the featured or the, where the announcements are, the things that are pinned to the top, okay? You can join in there. We're doing an actionable item every single day of the month. So that will help you with your business to figure out some things that you can start doing. Okay. Remember, things that you do every single time become habits. Habits in your business are good, right? Those are things that are keeping you on track, keeping your business moving in the right direction, okay? Letting your business go stale and stagnant, so not communicating with your customers when they've ordered, not checking in with your team members, not, if you've got a chat with your team members, if your team is smaller, create a chat on Facebook or whatever, right? On Messenger, create a chat. And have a way that you can connect with your team members. If you leave all of those things to be stagnant and you don't pour into them, what happens? They fall apart. The same thing with our business. If we're not thanking our customers, they're not going to return every time. I mean, maybe if it's your BFF since high school, maybe they'll still return and they'll be like, yeah, she never says thanks, but that's fine, right? Okay, that might be completely different, and that is a complete one-off of everybody else, because everybody else everybody else that you're able to say thank you to, that you're able to let them know that you appreciate them supporting your business, and you do that every single time they order, they are going to come back to you and back to you and back to you. They're going to become your loyal customers. And that's what you need in your business. If you are somebody who is always trying to get your minimum of 200 or always trying to get your minimum of 500 so you can be paid a title, these are the things you need to start implementing. Get yourself organized. Figure out what are you going to send. A lot of times I will just go to in fact, I need to, the next time I go to the grocery store. My grocery store, I go down the candy aisle. I don't know if your grocery store has one, but we have like a whole aisle dedicated to candy. Scary and fun all at the same time. But one of the bags that I like to always grab is a bag of pixie sticks. And it seems silly, and I only remember eating pixie sticks when I was a kid, when I was just like, oh, pure sugar, right? Okay, that's awesome, but I like getting those because they're really easy to mail. They're light, they're small enough, they usually fit in an envelope with no problem, and I like to throw that in. Again, it's just a little extra something that you can do, okay? Look for ways that you can make your happy mail happy without costing an arm and a leg and without selling the farm every time it's time to do mail outs. And then prioritize what is important to you in your business, right? Like I said, for me, it is all about that Scentsy Club. I want more and more and more of my people subscribing to Scentsy Club every single month. Every single month, I am aiming to at least have 1 to 2 new subscriptions every single month. And so I'm putting that focus out there, right? So I'm telling my customers, I'm sending it in all of the mail outs that leave my house. Now they're getting stickers on everything, right? I want them to know. I'm talking about it in my VIP page. I'm sharing it on my business page. All of those things, I'm sharing it on my personal page. Whenever I get ready, usually on Wax Wednesday tomorrow, you'll probably see it again. There will be scents on there that are not available. But in my caption, when I change out my wax, it's usually, I love getting the scent in my Scentsy Club every month because I don't have to go without it. It's those things that you need to be adding in. So, thank you, Roxy. Crystal, okay, let me answer this question here. You opened 3 parties on Monday. First of all, hello, Rockstar. Okay, how many a week or a month? Okay, so yes, I think you are absolutely on the right track. I like to shoot for anywhere between 6 to 8 parties a month. And when I say parties, right, I'm usually referring to like a shopping link because 9 times out of 10, that's what I'm usually using is the shopping link, right? I'm sharing and letting them know that I'm opening up a shopping link. One of the great ideas that I heard from Debbie Pitts Palmer most recently was she was doing on Facebook, right? Facebook will notify you if one of your friends has a birthday. Okay, so what she is doing is she's going into that and she's checking birthdays every single day. Whoever has a birthday, who's not a consultant that follows her, right? She goes to their page and then she will post a happy birthday. And then what she will do is she will jump into their message. She will send them a private message in Facebook and say, again, I just wanted to tell you happy birthday. And as a birthday gift, I would like to set you up with a shopping link. I've set one up. Here's your link. You're going to be able to earn Scentsy free and at half price. It's good for 90 days. So share this with your friends. And anytime you want to purchase Scentsy, I want to give you this ability to get that. Okay. So she's giving it as a gift for their birthday. And so that's how she is setting up her party links. I think it's absolutely genius. I'm starting to do that now. So maybe that's what I do. Yes, Crystal, you're using the shopping link. I love that. Yeah. For me, my customers just like that a lot better. It doesn't seem like I'm putting pressure on them. They don't feel like, oh, I only have a week to get in orders or whatever, like a typical party would be, right? So I think it really opens them up to being more more open to doing that, right? And that is in fact what they're doing, is technically they're having a party. It's just that we've worded it differently and we've kind of taken the pressure off. So I would say, Crystal, that is a fabulous way to, you know, restart that business, get running, get going, is to be adding those shopping links. And yeah, it doesn't matter. Here's the thing, guys, and we talked a little bit about this on, I think it was happy hour on Sunday, I think. And we had a question that came about, what do you do, or maybe it was in our Three Amigas, I don't know. What would you do, or what do you do if you've got party links and they don't generate anything, right? Like you've given out a party link or created one and literally it is crickets. Nothing has happened. Here's the deal. Anytime you have just an independent order, whether a friend or maybe there is an LTO that's releasing whatever, whether you're putting the order in on your workstation or you or your customers going through your website, tell them to pick a party and just attach it to there, right? So that's what I tell my customers. Go ahead and pick a party, or of course, I've just got the monthly party link on there, right? And usually once a month, or every month, I have a party on there that is my catch-all party, right? So that's for people who don't have a party that they're shopping for with, and it just says April orders here or online orders here, something like that, right? And so that's just a way to do that. I do the same thing with the shopping links. If a whole lot of people aren't using them, then that's fine. I can always change the name of the party. I can always change the host, right? Change it back to myself or change it to somebody new and start adding those individual orders to those parties. So that's how I kind of make those work and turn them into parties. Because again, remember, you can keep those open for 90 days. So during that 3 months of time, whenever you do have an individual order or whatever, right? Maybe you go back, it was a failed party, nobody bought anything. Now you can go back, you can change the name and just say, you know, online orders, order here. And then that way you can tell your customers, hey, when you place that order on my website, click on the online orders here, right? And then what I normally do will tell them, you know, you'll get Happy Mail when you order. And what is my Happy Mail? Well, we've just seen the different variations of Happy Mail, right? Depends on your budget, depends on where you're at. And for me, it really depends on how much they're spending with me. So again, if it's somebody who's putting in closer to that party order, I want to make sure that I let them know I am thankful for them. So $3 to ship out that package, yeah, that's worth it to me for $150 or a $200 order. It just is. And that's where I'm at in my business. So if you're not at that point, that's okay. A handwritten card speaks volumes. A text, a phone call. You can even, and I do this a lot too, is I will go on Snapchat and I will find just something that just makes me giggle, and I will do a filter and then I will send it to them, you know, but of course I am being heartfelt, you know, and it's, you know, thank you so much for supporting my mama run business. It means the world to me when you order. I hope this brought a smile to your day, right? And I'll do a little dance, whatever it is on the Snapchat filter. And that's what I send them. And you guys would not believe the response that my customers love when they get those. Like, honestly, they love them. And so that is something that didn't cost me any money. It was something that was just pure from me to them, thanking them. So it doesn't have to cost money to get things out, okay? Really look at your business and determine where you want to put your focus, and then put your focus there. Set yourself up for success. If that means taking, and for me it took this past Saturday, literally, because we went to IKEA at like 10:30 in the morning. I bought my desk. Then we came, then we went to lunch, then we came home, and I spent the rest of the night putting together my desk and literally decluttering and reorganizing this entire room. I was up until 1 a.m. doing it. But would I do it again in a heartbeat? Yes, I would. Because it has just set me up for success. I work better when I'm not feeling cluttered right? I don't have that stress kind of like looming over me of, oh gosh, I need to go through all that. And I probably have stuff. I'm not even going to lie, you guys. I had stuff from like 4 catalog seasons ago that I had no idea because it was piled under this and this and this and this. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So now every time that we have a catalog change, I am now going to spend that decluttering my office. Yes. So I'm working that into my habits of the things that I was going to do. So yes, I'm so glad that I was able to help with those questions, Crystal. That is fantastic. I cannot wait to see how those go. Keep the excitement going, even if it's a shopping link, right? Send them a cute text or do that Snapchat filter, you know, and just be like, you know, don't forget, share that party link out every so often. And, you know, when we've got something new, like I said, we've got the Mother's Day collection that released this week. So even just sharing that, sending them a little text or a quick little video message of, you know, be sure that you're also sharing this. This just came out on Monday. These are fantastic gifts. Or on next Monday, we have a Chase Rainbows Wax collection. You don't want to miss out, right? Those are the things that you can be doing. What are some of the things we can do with old catalogs? Great question, because I was just having this conversation. I need to get myself a paper shredder, and this is why. Because what I'm going to start doing, I ended up getting rid of a lot of my older, so like they were, like I said, like 2-3 catalogs older. But I only purchase 1 package of catalogs usually every season. I usually don't purchase more just because it's more expensive to mail them out, and I always end up with a lot left over. Now you can maybe put a label or a sticker on it and take it to your doctor's office, take it to the dentist waiting room, and oops, I accidentally just left my book there, right, with your contact info or what have you. And you can just put a cute little sticker that says this catalog might be old, but contact me for a new one, right? So you can do that. I am going to be getting a paper shredder, probably off of Amazon, to be all honest with you, right? And what I'm going to start doing is with my flyers that I get in my scent or warmer of the month kit that I don't end up using, any catalogs, any product lists that I have left over that are left, right? I'm going to shred those. And that's going to become the shredding for my happy mail. I'm going to reuse what I already have. Because here's the thing, right now, I've finally gotten to the point to where I don't order paper shreds, okay? Now, I will say this. At the Target dollar spot for $1, they had like Easter color paper shreds, okay? So $1 for this little bag. Cute, fun, whatever, right? But outside of that, I am no longer buying paper shreds. So I save the ones that I get in the whiff box, because I do get a whiff box in my monthly Scentsy Club that I have for myself. So I save those. I put it in a big Ziploc bag. And then, like I said, I'm going to invest in a paper shredder. And I'm going to start shredding any of those paper materials I have. And that will then become the filling for those Happy Mail things. So, not spending any money. Great tip. And a really great way to, I mean, technically reuse what we have. But like I said, I only buy 1 package of catalogs every catalog season. And anything after that, all I do is I purchase product lists, and product lists go in absolutely everything. And they're thin enough, yes, that you could even fold it up, put it in the envelope that is going for the 1 stamp. Okay, those product lists have everything that the catalog has. The only thing that is missing on the product list are the bundle and saves. And if you've got a VIP page, or if you've got a business page that you send people to, or what have you, then make sure that you're posting those bundles and saves every so often, because that will help you. Or you can just, you know, put it on a card and print it on a postcard and add it to your mail outs, whatever. But that is the only thing that's not on a product list, okay? So those product lists are gold to me. That's what I usually use for every single thing. Catalogs are usually to my VIP, my VIP customers, and if I'm doing a pouch party or sending a party like that, like they get 1 catalog. So that's what I do with those, so I don't end up with too many of those. I've just, over the years, that's how I've kind of figured that my business runs the best. So All right, I hope some of these ideas have given you some golden nuggets, some great places to start or rethink how you're doing things in your business. Work smarter, not harder, friends. You're going to be so much more productive when you do that, and you're going to be able to be more intentional with what you are working on in your business and making sure that those atomic habits, those habits are coming in, right? Every time somebody orders, I do this. Every time somebody joins my team, I do this. Every time somebody hosts a party for me, I do this, right? Create those cause and reaction things in your business. Those habits are going to take you so far. And don't forget, get the smell under people's noses. All right. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a really great week. Get ready for some fun because we do have a lot of fun things coming still in this month. So be watching your news tab. Watch the training group. You don't want to miss out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.